Alright lads, I'm gonna have some COD Cold War gameplay playing in the background, so enjoy footage from it. It's from the public alpha on PlayStation that just released due today. It's free for everybody, I'm pretty sure, so if you want to go and download it you can. But this video is going to be me breaking down all the new changes in the COD, the potential meta shifts, and the potential bugs. Like, it's just a review kind of my time on the game so far. And I'm probably going to really quickly start it off with saying the aim assist is really strong. Okay, now I do have a biased opinion of this because I do play keyboard and mouse on PC with 140 frames. Okay, so the way I see it is, it's not overpowered. It's not game breaking for anybody on console with this strength of aim assist because you're on 60 frames. Okay, and you know, a lot of Professor Swag himself plays on PlayStation. You know, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It is a choice. Okay, but when you play PC with 120 frames, let's just say for that, so that's double 60 is 120. Your aim assist is gonna have double the strength because that extra frame in between to make it a double frame, make it 120 instead of 60. That extra frame in between gives your aim assist an extra feedback to adapt to and lock onto. So it's technically your aim assist going to be double on PC, and if you're playing 240, it's like almost 4 times the strength. Okay, so I'm just thinking, when I'm playing, if I put my matchmaking to PC, I'm playing PC keyboard and mouse versus controller, am I gonna get shit on by everybody using the controller? Okay, now on PlayStation it feels good, the graphics are good, everything is really nice. This is PS4 as well, so when it comes out on PS5, it's on a whole new engine. It's in 4K, you know, there's gonna be bugs, but I haven't noticed many bugs in the game right now. But I just wanted to put that out there with the aim assist, that it could be potential, you know, set off in the community. People, aim assist is overpowered, and I don't want to see what happened in Fortnite happen to COD, where a lot of pro players swapped to controller because it was meta. You know, I don't feel as if that should be forced on anybody just to compete. If you're playing at that high skill level, in order to compete, you have to go onto controller. I don't think that's going to happen anyway, but I was just putting it out there in an open eye perspective. It's very strong, but I don't think it's overpowered. I don't know yet unless I play with it on PC to feel how it is compared to this, but you know, it's not out on PC till October 12th, and at that it's going to be the beta and this is the alpha, so there could be loads of tweaks in between. So that's why I'm making this video now. To Activision, if they do see it, highly unlikely, but if they do see it, they get a bit of feedback out of it. So we're going to go into the next tip. Well, not tip really, it's more just informing you. Okay, there is no aim assist on snipers. Okay, at all, period. No matter what scope, if you have a sniper on, you have no aim assist. Okay, which is very, it's not unusual, but it feels like Black Ops 1 sniping, Black Ops 2 sniping, you know, when phase sniping was good and their montages were insane. Now, I'm not dissing no Pomage, like his montages are insane, but you know what I mean, like that feeling, you know, of watching someone on a montage Black Ops 2, you know the feeling. If you know, you know. If you don't, this conversation is for you to just zone out and watch the nice gameplay in the background. Okay, but no sniper aim assist on PC or on controller, so therefore I think that's a perfect balance. They've made the aim assist on every gun really strong, so to say, and none on the sniper, so therefore they've instantly created an adaptive meta, which means the meta for someone using keyboard and mouse is going to be different than somebody playing controller. You get me? Now, I'm not saying sniping on controller is going to be shit now, but I'm just saying you're playing on the same power with someone on keyboard who has a whole desk to use as aim and you have a stick. Okay, that's pretty, you know, a big window to try and compete with. So I'm just thinking in the likes of Warzone down the line, it's going to be insane. You know, playing against controller players, or controller players playing against PC players. Like, it's just going to be a bit weird, I think. But it's a cross meta, you know. So what I've noticed is the time to kill is that of maybe Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 most likely. It feels like it. It's like on average between 5 to maybe 8 shots, especially with this gun I'm using in the game. This is my AK-74U class setup, which I will just throw a tag up the top right if you want to go and watch the class setup for it, because it's an absolute mauler. But anyway, back onto this. Shotguns are a secondary, which is, we've seen that in Black Ops 4. I'm not too sure about Black Ops 3. I don't know, I wasn't in Black Ops 3, but in Black Ops 4 we've seen shotguns as a secondary, and now they're back as a secondary, which will be very, very important to the meta in a minute when I explain this, okay? But just moving on for a second, I'll come back to that. The C4 doesn't have a double tap. You can't double tap to detonate while it's midair. So C4 will more than likely not be meta. It will be probably something like a Semtex, I'd imagine. I don't know though. I can't be. It's too early to make an estimate like that. We only have 2 grenades in the game anyway. Okay. This is what I figured out as well about the meta. This is bringing it back to the shotgun. When you can have a primary, a secondary, with Ghost or Ninja. So Ninja is basically the dead silence of this game, if you didn't know. Okay, it's a perk, not a ability. If you get me, your L1 and R1s, it's not an ability. It's just a perk that you have. So you can play with Ghost or Ninja. You get me? So you have a choice of being like unhearable or being off the map. Okay. Now there is a way to use both, which I'll go into in a minute. But I just thought it was mad the way they put them in the same category, so you can use that or that. You know, it's not both of them, which is a bit weird. Now I can show you now in a minute. Well, I'll say it to you because I don't have any gameplay of it, but I'll explain where I'm going with this. Okay. So you can have that, a primary, a secondary, with Ghost or Ninja. Okay. And there's a wild card that allows 2 primaries, and within that perk that gives you 2 primaries, okay, it's a wild card. You get the ability to run whatever perks you want from whatever category. So you can run Ninja, which is like dead silence, so you can't be heard. You can run Cold-Blooded, so you know you're not appearing on any thermals or any streaks. And then you can run Ghost, which means you're not on the UAV. You can run all of them at the same time, okay? While having, okay, this is the killer, while having a primary, 2 primaries, like that. Do you not think that's insane? So 2 primaries, Ninja, Cold-Blooded, and Ghost. And you've got like a sniper and an SMG. If you, let's just say that's the meta for Warzone, which I doubt, but let's just say that's overpowered, okay? The way they're going with it. Or you can use the perk that gives you 8 attachments. Okay, so an attachment in every category. You know, foregrip, iron sight, barrel, muzzle, laser, stock, ammo, and then rear grip. You know, you get 8 attachments, 1 slot. You use attachments in every slot, which I just thought was insane. Okay, but because with that perk you don't have the ability now to run a primary, 2 primaries. The 8 attachments, you can have a choice of Ghost or Ninja. Okay, so let's say you pick Ghost. So you have a primary with 8 attachments, and then a secondary, and then Ghost. Okay, before that secondary, you can run a shotgun because they're secondaries now. So the way the meta has gone with the Origin 12, if it does somewhat carry over to people using shotguns in COD, in Cold War, it's going to be an insane meta. And I know it took me a minute to get that out, but I worded it a bit weird, okay? I just thought that was mad. And now you've got hybrid streaks. So it's like you die, your streak still carries over. But if you go on a streak, it's just easier to get your streaks, if you get me. It doesn't matter, basically. It's just as long as you pop off, get high kill games, you're getting your streaks. Now, I don't know what I think of it, but it feels good so far. I haven't been getting slaughtered out of it by helicopter after helicopter, then getting bombed out my spawn. Like, it stops streak spamming, okay? And there's cooldowns on your streaks now as well, which I found was a bit weird, but I'm getting used to it. It's actually kind of nice. That's basically everything that I want to go over in the video. It's just a rough breakdown of all the new meta changes and stuff, and how intense the meta is going to be. If I did have the ability to put stuff up on screen so it would be easier to understand what I'm saying, I would. But I'm recording on PlayStation, so I didn't have the ability to do what I normally do on a PC when I record on PC. But if you're gonna be around for Cold Warriors, you've already pre-ordered. If you're down for it, I will be playing the shit out of that game. I'll be playing multiplayer and I'll be playing Warzone. Okay, there will be a slight be 3 videos a week on Warzone and 2 videos on multiplayer. There'll be a lot of class setups, explaining meta changes, all videos like this, but they will be explained better because the only way I could get this footage was on PlayStation, so it was a bit awkward like that. But trust me, it's going to be a good time over here. So if you haven't subscribed and you've made it this far in the video, man, you gotta sub. I'm telling you right now, for your own sake of being ahead of the meta. Exactly when it swaps, we'll be on it. You know, we'll be covering content that a lot of other YouTubers will cover, but I'm just going to be covering it better, and I'm going to do it before them, and it's just going to be a good time. So if you made it this far, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit the sub, let it get out there to more people, because it could save them a bit of money if they don't like the changes. You know, it can save them a bit of money instead of pre-ordering. But hopefully everyone that's watching this has already got the pre-order, is already ready to kick back and just enjoy the game. Okay, when it becomes a beta, I'll be back with another video, so I'll talk to you then. Good luck.